second video. Let's go. We're gonna be playing some Balloon Freeze, and we're pushing to 6.8k. First game, we have a matchup against Pigs, Royal Recruit Pigs. Okay, this matchup, I would say it's a 50-50. Some people might say it's more Balloon Freeze's matchup, but I would say it's probably a 50-50, just because he has the Zappies and he has the Flying Machine for that really nice air counter against me. He just starts off with a cage, and I just respond with a Electro Giant. He's going really aggressive, but it's a pretty easy defense for me. Anyway, I was saying this is I would say a 50-50, because he has that Flying Machine, which is really hard for me to kill. Like, there's really nothing on my deck that can really kill a Flying Machine very well. And even if I go with Inferno Dragon on top of it, he can just Flying Machine. He can just go for Zappies, which would just kill my Inferno Dragon, which is very annoying. So here, this deck, you just want to play it passive. I would just wait for starting plays. I would just wait and not do anything for starting plays. Here I realize he's used his Zappies, and he's also used his Flying Machine, so I just go with the Bowler-loon, but he's already cycled back to Zappies. Here I don't freeze because I don't want to die. I probably would die if I froze that. Looking back, this is actually quite a bad matchup for us. Yeah, I have to get pretty lucky with those bowler geometry. Yeah, I have to get pretty lucky with bowler geometry with all the pigs and the Royal Recruits. Anyway, he just goes with Royal Recruits in the back again. This guy's playing very aggressive. He goes with pigs in the opposite lane where I don't have my bowler, and I just go freeze Inferno Dragon. It kills my Electro Dragon anyway, but that's alright. I have Bar Barrel. He just sets up another push. This is another reason why this matchup's really hard for me. I feel like I can't really go in a single elixir, but I do anyway. I think this balloon gets a hit, I believe. Yeah, it's in the rage. It gets a hit. Yeah, so that was a pretty good push for me. Here he goes with pigs, and I just go with Electro Dragon. Should take care of everything. I go freeze, but the Flying Machine actually connects. That was kind of well played. So I'm forced to NATO and overcommit. So now we're heading to double elixir, and in double elixir, I would say it's an easier match than double elixir, just because you can cycle a bowler, and then you can cycle back to a lot more defense in the opposite lane, even if he goes pigs in the opposite lane where you don't have your bowler in. Here I just go, I have both lanes under control, so I just go with Bowler-loon, so he can't really pressure the other lane because I have my bowler there. So he just goes with the Flying Machine. Here I just freeze, and there's just simply no way he can stop that. Yep, he goes with Fireball, but it's just not enough, and we win the first game. Pretty nice win. Quite a difficult matchup for me, I would say. Even though we have bowlers to counter all of his spammy things, spammy pigs and spammy recruits, I still feel like that was his matchup. Second game, we have a good matchup against Minor Control with Dark Goblin. Interesting deck. I don't really see this too often, but the Dark Goblin can be really annoying sometimes, especially because the Bar Barrel doesn't really kill anymore. And I have to like a lot of the time like overcommit with Bowler and NATO just to kill the Dark Goblin. He goes with Wall Breakers, and I just NATO to activate Moon Tower. He's just well played. Probably haven't seen that before in his life. Again, you just want to play a passive and play really good defense in single elixir. And what I like to do with this deck is not be too afraid by freezing or NATOing like his minor bats or his minor wall breakers. Like I would freeze NATO his minor wall breakers like any time if I have a bad cycle. I just kill everything with a lumberjack, and now he has to defend with a ice golem. I was debating on whether to go in with balloon here, but then I realized he just had bats, and if he played them right on top of my balloon, there's no way I could freeze both the bats and the tower. So I just play passively. He just bats as my bowler most likely, yep. And yeah, this matchup in single elixir is just quite boring. I go Electro Dragon for the bats, and the miner just gets killed by the towers. King Tower activation is quite important in this matchup, I feel like. Again, that Dark Goblin is just really annoying. It's difficult to stop if he has something. Yeah, it's difficult to stop if he has something in front of it. So now we're heading into double elixir. He has to play better in double elixir because I can really go for my big pushes, and he has to defend very well in order for me to not like easily take his tower. And that was another NATO freeze moment there. He had Dark Goblin, he had bats and a miner, so I just NATO freeze all that together. That's a great situation for us because bats, miner, Dark Goblin is what, 8 elixir? Yeah, 8 elixir, and NATO freeze is 7, so that's good. Yep, pick up the Dark Goblin with the Lumberjack, and I just leave the tower to kill the miner. He misses the kite on the Lumberjack, and we get a bunch of damage. I was thinking about ignoring the wall breakers, but then I realized I was like, no, I can't really ignore the wall breakers. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Here I mess up because I panicked. I just froze basically nothing, but then it worked out for me anyway because the Electro Dragon killed the miner in time and killed the wall breakers. I have to ignore the Dark Goblin, otherwise I just lose on the opposite lane. I'm already down by a bunch of elixir from overcommitting with the freeze by freezing nothing. But here I just go with NATO to kill that. I just go with the bar barrel to kill the wall breakers. And I feel like this is my matchup overall. He has bats and bomb tower, Dark Goblin, but I can just freeze. Yeah, I would say this is my matchup. Probably a 70-30 my matchup. But defense can be pretty hard sometimes if he catches you in a bad cycle. Yeah, and fixing your cycle is quite important in this game, I would say. Keeping your NATO with your bowler, keeping your NATO with your Electro Dragon, I feel like that's really important. Yeah, he goes. I feel like he played this game pressure-wise quite well. Like he was lucky. I didn't have any major moments to break through in this game, or at least try to commit fully in this game. So I feel like that was really well played. Here he just goes through the bomb tower, in bats. Yeah, and he saved his bomb tower very well during the game. I feel like he like barely used it, if not at all. Here I made a mistake, and the Dark Prince actually splashed on the tower, so I'm forced to NATO it away. That was actually really unfortunate. That was really unlucky on my part. Here I get slightly more lucky, and I get a hit with the balloon because the bats aren't enough. The bats got a nerf like a few months ago, so they don't do enough DPS anymore. So yeah, really nice win for us. Our matchup, I would say. Yeah, final matchup against the strange off-meta Sparky Poison deck. This guy, I think this guy is really good actually. I think he had a like grand challenge win and everything. But this deck is definitely our matchup. He doesn't have much for our balloon, and we can easily Electro Dragon his Sparky. Here I go with Electro Dragon because I didn't really have anything else to do. I don't think Bar Barrel is that great against Tombstone, so I just go with Electro Dragon. I thought he'll be playing Lava Hound, so that's why I did that. So I can cycle back to my Inferno Dragon and to cycle back to my Lumber-loon, which I can put in the opposite lane if he goes for a Lava Hound. Now he goes with Zap on my Inferno Dragon, which isn't a great Zap. He pressures the opposite lane because he knows I've played my Inferno Dragon, and so I'm forced to go with the Lumberjack and then freeze to kill everything. Yeah, this matchup is quite good for us because we just have that Lumberjack, we just have that Inferno Dragon, and we have the Electro Dragon to deal with his pushes. Like if we use, for example, both of our defenses, like for example, Electro Dragon and Lumberjack to DPS down his push. We still have that really nice Electro Dragon chain and Bar Barrel to kill like Electro Dragon to kill Goblin Giant Sparky pushes. So yeah, I would say this is our matchup. Not necessarily 100-0, but more like maybe like 70 to 80, 80-20, 70-30 to us. Now he goes in with this. I don't think it's the greatest play because the Electro Dragon can just chain. I think he was hoping that Electro Dragon wouldn't chain, which, well, I guess he was kind of right, but we DPS down his Goblin Giant in time. So now I just go with the Lumberjack Loon. Wait, do I? No, I don't. Okay, I hold back. I think that was a good play. I actually force him to use all of his air counters, and now after this Mega Minion dies, I believe I go for a Lumberjack. Yeah, yep. I go for a Bowler behind, then I go from E-Drag to hopefully well, hit the Sparky before it hits me, before it hits my troops, but it didn't really work out that way. Anyway, I just named everything into the Bowler and the Electro Dragon, especially the Sparky, so everything gets changed, and we actually get a bunch of damage just from the Bowler. The Bowler is actually really good in this deck. Everyone, not many people play this deck and think of Bowler as a win condition, but in some matchups, like Bowler is the only way you can get damage. Like for example, Expo, and in some like some matches like Expo or just with a matchup with really good balloon defense. Like you have to overcommit with Bowler and Lumberjack in the bridge, and then NATO everything so the Bowler gets on the tower. Yeah, it's just a really nice situation for us. He gets a little bit damage from Goblin Giants in both lanes, but I just get much more with the balloon freeze. And it's really important not to overcommit. Like for example here, if I froze, I probably would have lost the game because he could still Goblin Giant punch. Now that wasn't a great Goblin Giant. That was a good freeze. It wasn't a great Goblin Giant. Really nice freeze, dude. Just finish off everything that he has. And he basically gave up on Barbells just to his tower. So really nice matchup for us. Yeah, and I feel like this deck is really good in the meta right now. It's got that really nice defense, and the offense is really difficult to stop. That'll be the second video. Thank you for watching.